Live from the 215, this is Wrestle Cave. 30 Case, my tag team partner, is in the building. It's been a couple weeks since he's been gone.
Yeah, I'm back, baby.
Yeah, Pat with the facts as always. Pat, what's good?
Chilling, man.
And
Glad to be here.
the legend, Michael B. Jones, is in the building. Mike, what's good?
Good, Joe.
I talk to Mike. I talk to Mike every day, and it's weird that he's actually on a podcast right now. He's been on a podcast in a while. But my man Casey, man, what's up, man? What's up, dog? Where you been at, Case?
I've been gone, man. I've been out scouring the globe
Yeah, man.
for the top talent.
Yeah, you know.
Not really. No, I couldn't go to the Progress show in Philly, and I really wanted to go see the Progress show, so I went to Chicago. I was in Chicago, and I saw the Progress show. You know.
Hey, man. No, that's
In
the Wrestle Cave thing to do.
Cicero, actually. It's
Yeah.
about a half hour outside of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a lot of big names. We had Trent Seven. We had Tyler Bate. We had Walter.
Mm-hmm.
We had Pete Dunne. We had a WWE United Kingdom Championship match. He beat, the hell is the guy's name?
Austin
Flash
Webster,
Gordon Webster, right? Morgan Webster. Flash Gordon. That was a pretty good match. I mean, Pete didn't do too much shit because, I mean, it was a televised match, but he gave everybody what they wanted to see. Pat, you were gonna like this. So, all right. So this whole tour, it's like a coast to coast tour of the United States. They're doing. So they're having this 3 and in. You win 3 matches, and you're into their Wembley main event at Wembley, whatever they're doing there. But they've also had a story going on with their tag team division. So CCK, Kid Lycos, and Chris Brooks. So Kid Lycos got hurt at one point of the tour, so Jonathan Gresham was filling in for him. They took on your boys from LAX in Boston, I believe, and it was getting rave reviews all over Twitter from Jonathan Gresham and Chris Brooks saying they may have just wrestled the best tag team in the world in LAX. And they also, from people in the stands, were saying it might have been the best tag team match they've ever seen.
Damn.
So much props to your boys from Impact doing their thing
Yeah, Pat.
all over the world.
Pat getting a check from Impact, too.
Yeah.
LAX 5150.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I was really pissed that LAX did not come. But they took... So, apparently, Jonathan Gresham got hurt, too. So, the match I got to see was AR Fox. If anybody knows AR Fox, he's in CZW.
Oh, Foxy
He's in a
show.
lot of other promotions as well. So, they took on, for the tag team titles... Bandito and Flamito, if you know who they are. Bandito will be at All In. This is my first time really getting to see them, and they are rising right to the top of some of my favorite luchadors I've ever seen. They won the tag team titles that night, which was amazing.
Nice.
Got a standing ovation. Bandito was like real torn up because he's going All In. It was in Chicago. He won in Chicago, so... If you've never seen those guys, I suggest you go check it out because they were doing some moves I've never seen before where they were using each other to kind of get a leg up to do some more high-flying moves that I've never seen another team do before, which I thought was really interesting, and they really showed their stuff. But my match that I liked the most was Matt Riddle, probably one of his last matches before going. He took on Trent Seven, Elliot Sexton, who was kind of funny, and then one of my favorite wrestlers right now, Brody King. Brody King, who, if you've never seen him before, he is, man, dude is big, but don't let him fool you. He can fly, too, and he can move around that ring. So that Fatal 4-Way was awesome. At one point, they were all just doing basically one-on-one moves to Elliot Sexton, and then they would turn it and do it to Matt Riddle. And at one point, they were all just slapping the shit out of each other, which was amazing. I can't say enough how nice, and I want to say thank you to Trent Seven and Matt Riddle and Walter and Tyler and Pete. I'm trying to think if there was anyone else I got the chance to meet and talk to, but they were all very nice and did a couple things for me, which were very helpful and they did not have to do, but I appreciate them.
What did they do?
No, it's cool. They're just very nice people, and they don't have to be as nice as they are because they are in WWE right now, and I cannot say enough to how nice they were. I basically, to sum it up, I had a really terrible first 2 days of my trying to get there. and I just was talking to Pete and Trent and Matt, and they were
just
very
helpful.
nice to me. What?
Yeah, they were nice, right? Cool
They were real
guys,
nice and gave me a
yeah,
few
yeah.
things and
Real humble,
helped me
right?
out. So they were really cool. So I can't say enough nice things about all that.
Yeah.
But
That's why it's my favorite.
only thing. So there was a report that came out. I don't know if you guys probably everybody has seen. CM Punk got booed at a Chicago show. So this was at this particular show they're talking about. I didn't really hear boos. I did loudly hear a Colt Cabana chant though. I also have been dealing with a hearing problem for 2 weeks, so I also might not have heard the boos. But there was like a group of like 5 guys that were trying to just be like, stand out. So they might have been the ones booing, but definitely really, 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 really loud Colt Cabana chants.
Wow.
And then there was one other thing. Other thing I was going to say, I am very upset I did not get to see this at the ECW arena because I've seen takeovers in Philly. I've seen WWE shows in Philly. I've seen ROH shows in Philly, New Japan come. That crowd, I wish I was with the Philly crowd for that because I know the passion of nothing against Chicago and Cicero. I'm sure you guys are great, but I know my Philly people and how rowdy they can get. But overall, I mean, it was a great experience. I got to see some guys live that I haven't got to see before. I got to talk to some guys I haven't gotten to before, and they were all really, really welcoming and nice. And I really can't say enough about the trip. All the bad stuff that happened to me my first 2 days, it was all made up for the next couple days. So
I'm glad
it was great. And I would say if anybody has not gotten to check out any of these promotions, Evolve also ran a show that day. I didn't get a chance to go see that one, but I really would have liked to because I know Shane Strickland and Joey Janela were on that card, and those are 2 guys I really like to go see that I haven't gotten to see yet.
You'll be able to see them soon.
I know, soon. I know. But yeah, I can't say enough about it. Have you guys gotten to see any of those guys? Or any of those shows?
I'm a huge fan of Brody King.
Me too, man. He was a last minute ad, and when they said his name, I was like, shit.
Oh yeah, it's all
Because I saw him there, but I was like, wait, he's not advertised to be on the card. Like, and then all of a sudden they just popped him in. And I was like, nice. Oh my god, I couldn't. It was awesome. Yeah. But there, if you've never seen Bandito and Flamita, they stole the show for me. That was probably my match of the night by far.
I believe I've come across Bandito actually in CZW.
Yeah, he's teaming with Ray, Mysterio, and Phoenix against Ibushi and Young Bucks at home.
That's heavy.
So I'm even more excited for that match now, because Phoenix was already my top. I mean, luchadors as far as I'm concerned, but some other guys are creeping up the ranks now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I was at a show, but you were somewhere while I was at that show. Where were you at, Ace?
I was at CCW. Shout out to Felicia and Frankie for Felicia took care of me, and then Frank had a lot of kind words and seen some members in the crowd. So that was dope. It was a dope experience. I never been there before. So yeah, I really enjoyed myself, and they got me thinking about training. But I was looking at those bumps. I don't know. I'm not yet. I'm not too sure about that.
What was it? The Dojo Wars? Is that what the?
Well, they
what
had,
was the one on Saturday? What was it?
They had this was like their main roster. They had a couple guys there. What's the guy that Page killed on Being the Elite? What's his name? He's always talking about his dick all the time. I don't think of his name.
Joey Ryan.
Joey Ryan was there. Yeah, he was there. They had a crazy match that was entertaining. Who else was there? They had some like young guys, like up and coming guys. They were fucking killing it. I was like, wow, like, and that was pretty much it. Because I
So
spent
you
most
needed
of my
me
time
there to remember people's names, pretty much.
Well, you to be completely honest with you, I spent most of my time running my mouth talking to Frank and talking to Felicia, just filling out the building, the arena,
I got you.
trying to figure out like
You needed
how
your scout.
Yeah, how Wrestle Cave can get in the building and do our thing. You know what I'm saying? And then somehow I started talking about being a wrestler, and then that was the conversation. It was like half and half, but I mean the show was dope though. I mean it was a dope environment. And it's always good when you can go to see the indies for real. The up and coming talent, brand new. I want to go to the Dojo Wars. I heard that's.
I know they have
interesting.
a show coming up September 8th, I believe.
Let's
Down
do
with
it.
the Sickness is like their next big show. So
Let's do
if
it.
I can swing that, we should all
That's
get a
the-
big group and we'll go out to that. We'll see.
Down with the sickness.
Let us
That's
know.
the one.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, Felicia, man, what's up? Let us know.
Let me know, Frankie. We'll be there.
Yeah, for sure. Pat, how you feeling, Pat? How you feel about this weekend? It's a big weekend, brother.
Looking forward to NXT Takeover as always. I think per the usual, they'll be the conversation point of the weekend. My my sleeper steal the show for the weekend will be the rematch between Undisputed Era and Mustache Mountain. After that, I'll go with that last man standing match between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
I'm trying to see. I was trying to find the card so we can see. I got the card for SummerSlam. I'm looking for an NXT card now. But you said you got your sleepers being those two matches, or just being the
Out of Takeover, those would be.
Takeover card should be Dream versus EC3. Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane.
Cole Ricochet.
All right, got it right now.
Okay, Cole Ricochet. For the,
That's gonna be my match of the night.
Yeah, that'd probably be my sleeper right there.
So if you got the card up, why don't we go through it and do
All right,
predictions?
EC3 versus Velveteen Dream. How y'all feel about this build? Do you think both of them are going to the main roster when this is said and done, or you think one of them might be gone?
I think both of them are staying where they are.
You think so?
I think the Dream's going up.
How many more losses? Can the Dream take any more losses at this point?
The Dream doesn't need to win.
He doesn't need to win?
I agree, but I actually think he's going to win this one.
I think it's his time. I think this is his win.
Yeah, I think he needs it more than EC3, me personally. What do you think?
Right.
I think EC3 needs it more. He still got that TNA stank on him. No offense, Pat.
Oh, no.
None taken. I don't know. That's it. I mean, either one of them could win at this point.
I'll just put it this: I think he was somebody they should have just put back on the main roster. I think he suits the main roster programming more. Not only because of his physique, but just in Impact, that was the entitled brat was the title character he betrayed. So that those kinds of things are commonplace on the main roster.
Well, let me ask you this.
I would have put him on SmackDown.
Let me ask you this, because I think probably if one of the two would be going up, I see EC3 for the same reasons that Pat just said. He's already built. He's been there before. They've already seen Joe, AJ, Bobby Roode, all these guys from TNA that they brought in that they weren't sure about. They brought him up. They've done great for them. So I feel like they might have thought that way about EC3, and they're like, you know what? He's already built. He's ready. We just had to get him back in and accustomed to this lifestyle, this camera work. I think he already is. I mean, he's built for the main roster. We already know that. He's won championships at TNA. He's a main event guy. He's ready. I mean, he's just down here to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I think there's more for Dream to do. If they rush him up still, that character can get lost.
Mm-hmm.
EC3 is adaptable in a character. That type of character can work no matter what, especially him portraying it. The Dream, we love it, but there's a whole other audience that they gotta worry about too. I'm just worried that maybe they're worried too that they could lose that
I'm sure
hype
they're
and
worried.
that phenomenon that is the Velveteen Dream by rushing him up.
I'm sure they're worried. I heard Triple H say something about he's waiting to see how the deal goes through with the SmackDown. God damn it, Pete. What the fuck you bite me for? Sorry, listeners. My cat is it's being an asshole right now. But as I was saying,
As usual.
back to the scheduled program. Do you think that NXT gonna get their own show? Because it could possibly happen. I know Triple H threw it out there in the interview just yesterday. So I'm thinking if that's the case, then they just need to keep certain NXT talent down there. Dream being one of them. I don't think they would handle Dream ever properly on SmackDown or Raw.
So if the network wants another show, whether it's USA or Fox, whoever, NXT is obviously a choice. So I think it's the first logical choice.
Yeah.
I think they could do it, and here's why. You're starting another new show, another underground type show, NXT UK. You can move NXT, the brand, original brand, to a bigger platform because it does have a lot of hype. Mm-hmm. You can put it on a Fox Sports 1, maybe not a Fox, but a Fox Sports 1. It'll still have not the biggest of followings, but it'll get a bigger mainstream.
Yeah.
Then you come in with the NXT UK, that'll have that NXT underground feel that NXT originally had, because that won't have as many eyes on it as NXT does now.
Yeah.
So I think they could do it because they're in a good place where they're about to start that, and who knows, they might get a women's show for all we know. The way they're going, cranking this stuff out, so
Yeah.
they got options. I don't think we need to panic just yet.
I just hope that they stop cherry picking just a little bit, or stop bringing all this
agreed.
talent.
I said that a
on
couple weeks
Raw
ago.
and SmackDown, and you have situations like Bobby Roode. He's in a feud with Mojo. You have, I don't even know where the fuck Oscar been at. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. There's rumors and shit going on.
Bobby Roode might be below Mojo right now.
Oh shit, that's fucked up. In what world? You know what I'm saying? It's like
Mojo's getting bigger
Like,
push
yo.
than Bobby right now.
it's like, yo, even Finn, like, it's just like, I hope they do an angle where he gets his ass whooped again, like right before Sunday, and it's to the point where he's out, and then Baron is in the ring, he's talking his shit because he's he don't have a match anymore, and then the fucking lights dimmer down, and hopefully the demon appears.
Yeah.
Because that's the rate they were going. And then he just beat him, and then he beat him the other day. I think he attacked
the
him a
only
little
times
bit.
we've seen the demon on WWE is SummerSlam.
Yeah, so it's like you might as well.
Only
see
two
once a
times we've seen it, SummerSlam. So there's a good chance.
year. Yeah.
Back to NXT card. So who you got winning that? EC3 or Velveteen? I'm going Velveteen Dream.
I'm gonna go with Dream and EC3 probably coming up. Because if he loses, he been taking losses, so I don't see what else is for him to do other than put Velveteen over so he can get a win, and then he can go into the North American title picture, back to that picture again, and he can go up to I think he's needed on Raw more than SmackDown at this point. SmackDown show's been actually better than Raw in my opinion.
True. There's no place for him on SmackDown right now. They need another heel on Raw.
Yeah, they need
a mid-card
they need
heel.
some shit. Yeah, they need a lot. they need a lot.
Yeah.
Who else? Adam Cole and Ricochet.
Before you go there,
What's good?
I just thought of something. I think EC3, I can see him going to Raw now. Maybe he can save Bobby Roode's career.
Oh, they were a tag team, right?
Team them up. They can be your dirty heels to steal from.
I was gonna ask you if you're
steal
thinking
from
dirty
Impact,
heels.
yeah. Since they steal other ideas from Impact, so.
Yeah.
Hey man, whatever's going to make the product a little bit better, or I'm all the way with it.
And they're kind of similarly built right now. Pause.
Possibly.
But that'd be interesting. Keep an eye on
And trust me, Raw needs
They
legitimate
needs
tag
shit
teams,
like
and
that.
they
Yeah,
need
yeah.
them now.
that. Like Raw needs shit like that.
Because Matt's supposed to be done. He's supposed to be done. Bray's supposed to get repackaged supposedly because Matt's hurt. He's been hurt for some time now. So yeah, Ricochet, Adam Cole. It's my sleeper. Well, it's really not a sleeper, but
How do you call that a sleeper?
well, man, it's definitely up there. A show stealer. Who y'all got?
I'm torn.
I
gonna say Adam.
I think Ricochet's taking the championship.
I'm gonna go with Adam. I can't go against him. I can't go against Adam.
I'm going to co-sign with Pat. I think Ricochet's going to take the championship so Adam can move up to the World Heavyweight Championship picture.
I got to be difficult and stay with Ace here. I'm going Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah.
So we're down.
Or something else, what I'll just talk about later as far as SummerSlam.
Okay.
I must say, I think the tag belts might be switching. I think they're going to help Adam retain. That's how I would book.
We have the polar opposite mentality. I think Adam's losing his championship, but they're keeping theirs. They're Undisputed's keeping the tag team championship.
I feel like with the UK show, with the tapings, and they just were former tag teams, and they threw in the towel in dramatic, fashion. I would put the straps back on them. They take those belts to the UK.
We all win either way because that's going to be a phenomenal match. So.
Yeah, either way.
That's
I
my
don't
match.
care who
That's
wins.
my match of the night.
I'm just
That
ready
tag
to
team
see British strong style with all the gold. You know what I mean? We already got Pete 450 days.
I got
It's
them losing the belts,
undisputed
too.
right now.
We got Undisputed losing the belts too.
Oh, you got them losing all their championships?
Wow.
There's a method to my madness.
All right. Well,
Wow. It's a strong
Well,
opinion.
all
like
right,
that.
then. Kyrie and Shayna.
We got to wait until a SummerSlam predictions
SummerSlam
for this
predictions.
full story.
Right.
Kyrie, Shayna.
Shayna.
I'm Shayna all day. I love Shayna, man.
What is this?
We saw a different side of Kyrie this week
Yeah,
on
that was
NXT,
fire.
but
Some edge.
I'm sorry. I love
Is
me
this
some
the
Shayna
trilogy, or is
Baszler,
this-
Queen of Spades.
Their fourth match.
Let's see. There's the Mae Young Classic. She lost to her once on
Yeah.
NXT.
This might be their third.
I think there might have been one where they just stopped the match,
So yeah,
or
so I really don't. We don't probably
something
count
like
that.
that. So it might be the third of a trilogy, but this will go over into SummerSlam predictions. I don't think any women's championships are changing hands until that show in October. I think they're going to keep the championships on who they have them on, so they can have big moments.
Even on. Wow.
What's that?
Even on SummerSlam.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
And now, your main event of the evening, a last man standing match. Johnny Gargano.
Why can't we just do a Hell in a
Tommaso
Cell?
Ciampa.
We're on the same page for this one. I already know.
Fight.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah. Ciampa's gonna win this one.
Champ is definitely winning.
It's in his name. Ciampa.
Ah.
He's keeping it.
There's no reason for him to drop it right now. He's probably the best heel in WWE right now.
And what would make him even more of a heel? If he beats Johnny Gargano
Again.
Exactly.
I think his moment. I think it would be underwhelming if he won the belt. The money is in Johnny chasing. I think he ain't chasing until Mania. Let's
Exactly.
have a Hell in a Cell, 3 stages of Hell in the cell, whatever. Let's just do that then. I think that's the only way to end this feud. Feud has to end in a fucking cell. I'm gonna keep putting that energy out there because we're seeing every stipulation.
What if they both end up on the ground for a 10 count?
I've seen that prediction in other.
Then we
on
get the
other
fourth
avenues.
match.
Where there's just no winner. Because it's not.
It's probably no winner.
This wasn't a planned one-on-one match, so
Yeah,
it's probably no winner.
it's not. It's not like a title change needs to happen. This didn't feel like a culmination just because somebody got injured and they had to pull them out of the match.
Yeah, and you don't just put somebody in the match to make it a triple threat
makes
again.
sense.
Like, no,
It wouldn't have felt right if they
Yeah,
did that.
they're gonna kill it. This is their third fucking
Yeah.
main event takeover since. I mean,
In
Yeah.
a row.
yeah, so
Yeah, I think Johnny's main event did the most consecutive takeovers.
like 4. He like 4.
Yeah, he's main evented everyone this year,
He's working on that Roman.
That's
streak.
crazy. That's crazy.
except the fans actually like him.
Yeah, that's
And
facts.
they don't mind him being there.
That's facts. So did we? I'm thinking that. Did you say what you thought about the tag belts? Did you think they were gonna retain or lose?
I said undisputed, man.
Undisputed.
It's undisputed.
Oh, okay. So everybody's undisputed at this table? No. Oh, you're not.
No, they're against us on both those matches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're undisputed over here, bro.
I love Undisputed Era. I just one of them is losing. Can we agree on that? One of them is losing. I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, one of them is
That was
losing.
my prediction.
Yeah.
One championship is changing.
I mean, I can see Adam moving up, but it's too pre.
Adam can't move up alone. They all have to go together.
Yeah,
But
There's
it's too
no breaking
soon.
them up.
But it's too soon, though. I'm saying not move up like as far as move up to the main roster. I'm
mean
saying as
main
far
event?
as like this Ciampa and Gargano shit. That's on lock. Like that belt is on lock. It's not. I think it's more in the tank for Adam to do with that belt. I think Ricochet. I mean, this is a second try at it. I mean,
Yeah, they love him though.
they do. I feel like the money is in him chasing as well. He doesn't have to get it right here, right now. With the Undisputed Era, they can do anything. Fucking Bobby Fish can come out and hit him with the fucking trophy. The tag champions can just stay off until their match. Actually, like, you know what I mean? There's ways for him to get around it to pull this out. I just think that I don't know. I just feel like it's more for Adam to do right now. I want him to at least be able to say he beat Ricochet before he dropped the belt, and he can say he beat the best. You know how they do. You know how they brush over the losses and shit like that. Like, they're going to act like that he didn't lose to Alistair and all that other shit. And then they're going to act like he didn't lose to Drew when they were doing the recap and shit he was doing. I just want him to, get this W, you know what I mean, and keep making this history. Go into War Games as the champion, and you can drop it there. Because you won War Games last year. It's not that big of a deal. And, people can get behind them. I think people are behind Ricochet, but he don't get louder reactions or responses than Undisputed Era.
Nobody
How would
does
you?
except
It's
for
not
like.
fair. You're comparing putting one guy
Except
against
for
the
Johnny, pretty much.
whole team.
Even Adam Cole. Adam Cole, baby. Nothing louder than that. Probably on WWE programming. Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing. At all.
not
He went to the
fair.
UK and he was a fucking face.
It's not fair. Remember who's in his ear.
Oh, yeah.
And our good friend
Michaels.
Dolph's probably very jealous.
Yeah.
And Mike, do you know another reason why Johnny's retaining this Sunday? They already set up that match between him and Grandma at Evolution.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Grandma lit. Yeah, that's always going to be one of the best memes ever. SummerSlam.
Grandma stood her ground.
Yep.
Are we done with
Wait.
NXT?
yeah. Before you start about
we are.
SummerSlam, I want to say something. For people that bitch, right? People that bitch about WWE, I think they're watching it the wrong way. I think that's their problem. If you want a really good technical wrestling 5-star match, why the hell are you watching WWE?
don't
In my
watch
opinion,
WWE?
Yeah,
why you're doing a disservice to yourself. That's not what you're ever gonna see. You might get it every now and then.
Depends
That's
on
not what
what
you're
you're
gonna
in, so
see. And I feel like those people just expect that because of the names that are there. But like Triple H and Jericho have said, wrestling, there's different genres, just like there's different genres of music. Strong style over in New Japan. You got the joint manipulation over in with British strong style, all that stuff. It's more entertainment over here in the New York territories, if you want to, back in the day they used to say. It's just different. You have to look at it with those glasses. Like, it's entertainment. That's probably why I enjoy it a lot more than other people, because I'm not watching it like that. Like, I'm not dissecting every little part of the match. If the match is entertaining to me, it's entertaining. I don't care if it was a good match, if it was the worst match I've ever seen. If it was entertaining, it was entertaining. That's how I look at WWE. I don't give a shit if it's a 6, 7, 18-star match, because it's not what you're going to find. It's not what I'm looking for. That's not what they are trying to give you. So if you just stop looking at it like that, you're going to enjoy it a lot more. So that's why, personally, I'm okay and invested, and I am kind of interested in a lot of the matches that are on this Sunday.
Yeah.
Go on.
Makes
Unless
sense.
you have anything to say about that.
I'm just sick and tired of bitching. You know what I mean?
Me
You know
too.
what I mean?
But that's why I had to put disclaimer.
Like,
Maybe
I
you
agree.
need to change your mindset,
Yeah.
because they're not changing theirs. They've been doing it, man. Sorry.
Nah.
That's not to say that I don't find it shitty some weeks, because I do. I'm not going to sit here and sip a fucking WWE Kool-Aid.
No way.
Because some weeks it sucks. And I can't sit through it either, just like some other people. But I enjoy it sometimes when I just hear people say it sucks every week, because it sucks. That's not a reason for me, you know what I mean?
You want wrestling? That's what NXT is for. That's what
Yeah.
your Impact's for.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
so,
drinking the
Japan
Kool-Aid.
for
So
it.
yeah, I'm drinking Impact Kool-Aid.
there's so much wrestling now. It's just with the internet, you'll find something. You know, if WWE's not giving you what you want, just Google, and you'll find something.
Or go on
And
the
it's the
network.
same-
I'm sure you'll find something.
Yeah, and it's the same thing when people say of certain wrestlers, like, wrestlers wrestle according to what style promotion they're in as well. If you go watch a Young Buck match in Ring of Honor, it's going to be a totally different match than you're going to go see them in New Japan. So it's just all about the atmosphere and the environment that they're in. So sometimes you got to look at it that way too, and remind yourself of what you're watching. Not every New Japan and a WWE match aren't going to match up. I'm sorry, it ain't happening. Like, it's not.
Yeah, it's not. It's more.
And I don't care if you're the biggest WWE fan, if you're the biggest New Japan fan. I like both of them. I can tell you they ain't matching up. Watch it to be entertained, because that's what they're trying to do for you. Entertain you, not break down a perfect match, brother.
Makes sense. Don't have any expectations. I'm going into this weekend without any expectations.
You'll be
Always the
happy.
best way.
Yeah.
That's the best way, because they'll be exceeded.
Now I can go to All In with expectations and be perfectly fine. You know what I mean? But you just gotta know. You gotta know. Like Casey said, you gotta know what you're dealing with. You get to a point where WWE makes wrestlers, and I don't know. They make them probably work at like 70, maybe 40, 60%. I thought Seth was stuck at that 50, 60 until he wrestled for an hour. So when I seen that, I was good.
Well, like you just said, you have expectations. It's okay to have expectations, but sometimes some people they're gonna be disappointed because their expectations are through the roof. Like they're expecting like Brock Lesnar to come out and actually wrestle. Like, I don't care who his opponent is. He ain't doing that these days. I'm sorry. Like, the best match you're gonna get is what he put on with AJ, and that was a pretty good match. You just gotta have the right expectations.
Yeah, I'm just tired, so whatever happens, you know what I'm saying? We're going to enjoy it. We're going to, we're going to like what we like. We're going to not fuck with whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, they're still making hella money, it's cutting crazy deals. I mean, they don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. And if they don't give a fuck, then we really shouldn't either, you know what I mean? Just pick your poison.
So I'm saying, when I want to be entertained, I go watch WWE. When I want to watch a wrestling match, I go watch New Japan. I go watch Impact. Again, when I like to be entertained, sometimes I go watch Lucha Underground too because they have both. They got both mixed in perfectly. So there's other shit.
The Miz versus Daniel Bryan. How y'all feel about this? It's been 8 years in the making.
8 years in the making.
Has it really been that long?
Yeah.
They never touched each other before?
They wrestled.
No,
They
they
before, but just
Okay. It just
Daniel
sounds right.
Bryan won his first championship in WWE from The Miz.
Okay. I got the Miz going over. Awkward silence.
Not if they want to keep Daniel Bryan around.
I'm going with Daniel Bryan on this one. And I will go on to say real fast, those video packages they delivered on SmackDown were exactly what I was hoping for. They went back the entire 8 years and pulled stuff out. Stuff was fantastic and got me more hyped for the match than I had been in quite some time.
I think it's just everybody knows. I think it's just easy to say that Daniel Bryan is going to win this. I don't think it's over. I don't think this feud is over.
Just because he wins the first one doesn't mean that it has to be over.
That's true. I just, I don't know, man. Mania for the belt. And Daniel, after he resigns, just sounds about right.
if Miz wins, Daniel's not resigning. Didn't resign.
Think so?
I don't
Possibility.
see because that he's doing a job on his way out there.
Here's my theory. Miz, AJ for the belt. Miz take that belt off of AJ. Insert Daniel. That's my theory. That's what I think. Down the line.
Miz can still bounce back from a loss though.
I mean, so
Daniel
good.
can't lose right now.
Why can't he?
Daniel doesn't need to lose right now. Daniel, he can get hot shot into another feud. He needs to be built back up.
Where you at, Casey?
All right. So I'm torn because I love both of them. I'm kind of towards what you're saying. Like, he hasn't resigned, right? That we know of.
Not yet.
I mean, of course, they're not going to tell us if they're trying to keep it under wraps or anything.
Probably did sign already, but
Kind of along, like, if he went, I feel like if he hasn't resigned by now, they're going to have him win as a last ditch effort to try to get him to sign. In my opinion. Here's not to say that he's been signed all along. They have the Miz win. They're going to play to that storyline that, oh, he's not re-signed. He just lost. He's out the door. And then all of a sudden he just comes out and he's there just to swerve everybody. But ultimately, I'm picking Daniel Bryan.
you picking Daniel, Pat?
Yep.
You picking Daniel?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to stick with the Miz.
And I've been a misfit since Real World, and I'm going against him.
Oh, I hated it.
Oh, thank you for saying that. I legitimately marked out when I saw Coral during one of those video packages. That was the Miz's very first feud.
Constable Corbin, Finn Balor. Do we need to talk about this?
I'm the only Corbin fan in here.
I kind of like him now.
His
I've
music's been
never-
alright.
I like this character.
I've never been a huge Corbin fan, but I'm not down on him like so many people tend to be.
I like the
I've
character.
actually
Good
been-
matches.
I've
They're doing good
actually been
matches.
fine with the role he's been playing the last couple of months. It took some time to get used to, but I'm fine with it, and I think Finn will get this one.
Finn needs to win more, but I'd rather Corbin win. Sticking with my guy.
I mean, I like what Corbin's doing in this role. He's
like what he's
actually
doing.
entertaining to me. Like
I'm
even
never gonna pick him over Finn.
even when Roman's taking cheap shots to him, like I think that's hilarious. But then like if you saw last week, like people were cheering for him, and then Corbin would do something, he would start cheering for himself. Like to me, that's funny. Like I kind of think he's a little bit funny.
He's putting on some good matches too. His match with Reigns was pretty good. The match that he had with Finn was pretty good.
Him and Tyler Breeze had a good match.
Yeah, Tyler Breeze.
I mean, come on. But I hope Finn wins. I hope we see the Demon. So I'm picking Finn.
I hope he gets attacked right before, like they do, and it leaves builds up to that or something. Like I hope it does. It'd be insane if he just comes out with some fancy tights and do his thing. But B Team versus Revival for the Raw Tag Team belts. I got Revival.
Since I'll speak blasphemy, I'll just say it first. I think the B Team is winning this, and please hear me out. I don't think they're building up the Authors of Pain to win them from the Revival. I think all along the idea has been to have the B Team hold them just until they were ready to put them on AOP. So it's not necessarily what I want to happen, but I see the B Team retaining the championships, and then whenever AOP challenges them, that's when.
Who's this AOP you keep speaking?
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck they are.
Who the hell is this AOP team?
Who?
They're feuding with Titus Worldwide.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the team you think is gonna win.
The
That
championship
they're building up.
They're not doing shit.
They're not they
doing
can't even
shit.
win one-on-one matches. They're huge dudes. They're barely winning tag team matches. They're squashing jobbers, but no, they're not taking it. The Revival is taking it this week. They're finally going to get what they deserve because they can put on classics. I love the B Team. I'm glad they get to shine. Going with the Revival.
I want to see the Revival versus AOP again.
Say yeah.
So I'm definitely going with the Revival. I think the B Team, they're fine, but
B Team, go, go, go.
who you got?
No.
I'm gonna piggyback off you, but it's not gonna be a winner. I just think LP is gonna come out destroying both.
Hey, I like that idea better than mine.
They need to do something because as far as I'm concerned,
need to
bringing
do
up
something.
AOP and bringing up Sanity, what the hell was their point as far as I'm concerned?
Yeah.
So they need to do something with the Authors of Pain. I hope they do come out and do that because they need to. Because right now they're a joke to me.
They are. Yeah.
This is not the team. This is not the big brooding force of a team that you are trying to prove to me that they are. They're kind of laughable.
My thing is, when people come up, why can't they be the same? Like Cien Almas, he came up the exact same way. How he got over NXT, he got over. Authors of Pain got over with their manager. Why would you take their manager away? Why would you not have Sanity fucking everybody up? Anybody, any and everybody.
Now
that
they're
they decide.
changing the way they're dressing Sanity. They got Killian Dane wearing a.
Yeah, I heard he said like, he looked like Becky Lynch. They said.
He had like a purple singlet on.
Wait, what
I
did you
didn't see
say?
it. They said he got dressed up in Becky Lynch locker room.
Oh, I thought you said he was dating.
No, he gave him a singlet like he's about to jump in the pool. Yo,
Hey, so I don't know if it's a singlet, but did anybody notice? I think he actually dropped some weight while he was off
He
TV.
did drop some weight.
Did he?
He dropped some
Yeah.
weight.
He looks a little slimmer.
he's my guy, man. You're supposed to let his chest hair show. You're not supposed to cover
It's
it
another
up.
example of three dudes that you can't fuck up, and they did fuck up.
Already.
They took away their key element, Nikki
Nikki.
Cross.
Nikki Cross.
That too. That was strange.
That's why Almas is still fine. He still has his girl.
That's what I'm saying. You see what happens when, yeah. I'm a definitely go with Revival though. Rusev and Lana, since we're talking about seeing Zelina. Seeing Almas, you already know what's up.
Almas is winning. Almas and Selena
I think
are
Rusev
winning.
Day is over.
He's going to go into another feud. Because I can't think of his name right now.
Aiden English.
Aiden English is going to blatantly cost him the match this time.
I'm on the same page as Mike with this one.
I think this Rusev Day feud is going to continue to linger and linger, so I feel like Aiden English probably going to cost him. So I got Almas.
If he was to cost him or not, Amos is not losing on the pre-show. You do not make Amos lose on the pre-show. We're not going to do that at all. It's too
That's
early.
when you do make him lose and not enough people watching.
No, we don't do that. There's going to be enough people watching. It's SummerSlam. They're starting the shit at 7 now.
See, no royalties. You're not even paying me the job.
Yeah. Oh shit! Right. Yeah, I can't even get residuals and tickets up. Bludgeon Brothers in the New Day.
New Day.
I said, dear God, please let New Day win.
Why do you say that?
Because they took this feud the wrong way. I didn't want New Day to win the tournament. I wanted it to be the Bar.
I agree.
Because I think the Bar and the Bludgeon Brothers would have been an all-out brawl.
Yeah.
That we needed.
Yeah, 4 tough-ass dudes.
And I think the Bar could legitimately look like they can intimidate the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yep.
The New Day, they're great wrestlers. But I need them to be a little bit more serious right now.
Yes.
Man, I think that the Bludgeon Brothers thing has kind of run its course. I think that they missed the boat on these two a long time ago. Straps should have been put on them a long time ago with a different gimmick that they never needed to change.
5 years ago at SummerSlam,
exactly.
they made
Yep.
their debut.
Yeah. I think the New Day is going to win. I just don't get what they're doing with Bludgeon Brothers. Are we just only going to see them defend the title and then every other match is a squash match? Like, that's old. That gets old real quick, and it's starting to. It's not there yet, but it's starting to. So if they do win, I need to see a complete 180. Like, you need to do something else with them because I can't continue to see them beat 3 little guys every week. Like, it's cool, but it's gonna get old. So, but I'm picking New Day.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick New Day. Cedric versus Drew Gulak.
I'm going with
Cedric.
Philadelphia's own Drew Gulak for a better 205 Live. That is my boy. I'm sorry, Cedric has had a good reign. He's beaten Buddy. He's beaten Itami. He's had a great feud with Mustafa Ali. But it's time for the age of Gulak.
Wow.
Baby.
You agree?
I think they're saving the title loss for Leo Rush.
Thank you, Pat.
Pat's right on the money with
Yeah,
me.
he's right on my.
Because
The man of the hour.
Gulak is a heel.
Huh?
Leo 5 Live. I mean, come on now. That's the best heel on 205 Live right now.
What's going to be more entertaining?
Rush
Leo and Drew Gulak? Or Cedric and Leo?
I would say Cedric and Leo.
Cedric and Leo.
I guess we like different things.
No, I love Drew Gulak. Please.
I love Gulak,
I
but
just don't think he's winning.
I just
talking about-
think that
talking about-
that dynamic of Leo Rush, the guy that's so quick, so fast, wants to run, fly all around, against a guy that doesn't want you to do anything, that to me is such a good chess match. I
It
would
is.
rather see that.
it is.
I can watch two guys flip around every week on 205 Live. I do. I love both of them.
It's Leo 5 Live.
I'm going Drew.
Drew needs to be moved to NXT with UK. He will be so at home with them.
He would. But I just love that he's the only, like, one of the only guys there that's just like, nope, I'm not doing all this fly around stuff, and he just takes him down, takes him to the mat, and does his own thing. And I think it's
Unless
finally
he's-
time for him.
Unless he's a transitional champion,
Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's
think-
what I see him as. I don't think he's gonna get a long reign, but
I feel like with the elevation, with Drake coming there, Drizzy coming over, and I think they're really gonna build that title reign up. I don't think Cedric's gonna lose that belt anytime soon. And when he does, it's definitely gonna be the Leo, personally. Because if you think about it, that belt has been passed around a lot prior to Drake getting there, and that's the only time when Triple H took over. That's the only time we seen that the belt actually be retained on several occasions. Before then, we had Enzo, we had
Neville held it for a
TJP.
long time.
Yeah, Neville
He had
did.
the
Yeah, Neville
title
did.
for nearly a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only time it got passed around was right after Neville because they weren't
Yeah,
sure what
yeah,
to do
yeah.
with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before that,
Yeah.
a couple guys.
They may be trying to erase Neville. You gotta remember.
Huh?
They may be trying to erase Neville.
Possibly.
Fucked up.
It's very fucked up.
That's what they try to do, though. Try to erase CM Punk. Try to erase AJ Lee. Now they're gonna try to erase him.
Yep. But
Erase demolition
If
for
I say
so long.
yeah, to get on their bad side, you get erased.
man. So all right, he has
You hear that, Ace?
What?
Don't get erased.
Pete Dunne will never be erased, brother. He's gonna die with that title. Just only right. It's only right.
He'll lose it.
It's only right. It's only
He'll
right.
lose it.
Dolph Ziggler with Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins with Dean Ambrose. Dean costing him. That's what I would say.
That's what we want, but that's not what we're going to get.
I don't think that's going to happen yet.
Yeah.
I got Seth winning.
I got Dolph winning.
I got Dolph winning. This is the perfect time to do it.
I'm going to...
Don't wait too long,
Nah.
WWE. Word to
They
Casey.
have to, bro. They have to wait too long.
I still
what they
think
do, right?
I still think the end game is getting that championship on Drew McIntyre. So I've been saying for weeks that it'll be from Dolph. But yeah,
Seth doesn't need that belt.
Yeah, he doesn't.
yeah. I'm gonna go with Dolph.
Seth needs this Dean feud. We need to see Dean as a heel.
They-
He already has his Champa
there's
packed
so much
all
history.
together.
They don't need a championship for it.
He came back looking like Champa.
He came back looking like Triple H.
Yeah, he looked like Triple H for sure.
3 different people look like 2 different athletes.
Got the sleeves cut, the beard, the fucking the haircut.
Balding.
Yeah. No, I definitely want to see Hill Dean right now. Fuck that.
They're going to slow burn it.
Nah, they're
gonna slow
gonna
burn it.
fuck up like they fucked up on Seth. They're gonna fuck up. What was your line? They wait. What was your line that you said about WWE?
WWE, too little, too late.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I'll bring in something later, but keep going.
Just like when Johnny Gargano eventually wins that NXT championship, it'll probably be too little, too late.
This is true. This is his third,
He will
fourth
be-
time.
He will be a transitional champion for sure.
He'd be what?
He'll be a transitional champion for sure.
Probably. Because then he'll come right up after
Because
that.
somebody will debut and just trash him.
Yeah, because he's tired of all his ass whooping. Let's see who we got.
He's been
next.
down there longer than like anybody else that was just a developmental guy, pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely. Shinsuke versus Jeff Hardy.
Shinsuke
I think-
Nakamura.
Need to face.
Need to fist. I don't know, man.
Alright.
It's just weird because Orton's lurking
He
around.
probably got 2 different ways like I do, so.
Alright, this has been my issue with this match. I know this match is happening. However, the match they are booking on TV is Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton.
Absolutely.
So this is the one match where I could see a disqualification or something like that, because I don't think Randy Orton is not appearing on the show at all, and he's not in a match at all, as far as I know. So I think this is the one match where we might get a disqualification.
And they're like telegraphing it too.
Blatantly.
That's what I think too. I mean, he's got to come out in some capacity. He's been beating the shit out of him for a month and lurking and stalking him. There's no way he's not coming out.
If Jeff wins, it's by DQ. But I'm calling for a no contest.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on a similar plane here.
I just think Shinsuke's keeping it either way, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One way or another.
Is Braun keeping the briefcase, or is KO taking
That's
it?
where we're at now.
Yeah.
I'll let everybody else go first.
I think KO's taking the briefcase.
UK's. He better. What would be the Why that stipulation if he wasn't? That's my thing. Is it to throw us off or like what? Because Braun doesn't seem like the type that pays attention to the time or wants to schedule or wants to cowardly.
So I think it's just a way to give the character of Braun the appearance of having something at risk, just because he's just compare Kevin Owens and Braun Strowman in size. I think it's just something to provide peril for Braun Strowman, and that's it.
Keith?
Again, I'm torn because I like both these guys, and I would love for both of them to have it. I just think the amount of crap that Kevin Owens has gone through,
literally,
porta potties, are
literally,
with Braun, I don't think Braun is the type of person that needs a briefcase.
Nope, never did.
I think he can win by
he won
himself.
the greatest Royal Rumble, for Christ's sake.
So for that reasoning, I'm gonna say Kevin Owens, because Kevin Owens doesn't even have to touch Braun Strowman and he can win the match. So Sami Zayn can come out and hit him.
I was just thinking that,
and Kevin can win. All he's got to do is get disqualified. So
just
he don't even have to touch Braun and win. That's
what I'm
why there's too many ways Kevin can win.
And if he doesn't,
weird.
that's fucked up.
If he what?
If he doesn't, if Braun still wins, it's fucked up. It's like,
well, that's why it could go either way, because you look at it and you're like, oh, Kevin has to win. Kevin's been through so much crap. He's this type of guy. This is his type of thing to have. Like, he's a sneaky heel. This is him. But then you look at Braun, and it's like Braun has everything to risking here. He can lose by, like I just said, he doesn't even have to go after Kevin Owens, and he can lose. So he literally has everything. And he can lose in a way that's out of his control. So it's almost too obvious that Kevin Owens would win. And then you add something to Braun's character that he had to overcome all of that. What are you laughing at?
the Mater Dei, her Maharaja.
I know. I saw you doing that.
Shine.
So I don't know. That's why it's almost too obvious for me.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, let's have it. Let's hear it.
Now remember back at NXT, I had everybody in Undisputed Era lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
They make a big impact, pardon my pun, and show up at SummerSlam to help Kevin Owens win. Reuniting the Mount Rushmore from PWG. And they will come back later on and help Kevin Owens win the World Championship, the Universal Championship, at the end of SummerSlam.
I don't hate that one bit. I love it.
Where the fuck did you pull that from? Where did that come from?
My mark tears are
Oh my god.
It's been in my head just thinking for a while. I was like, that's the perfect
That would be
time to
way
do it.
too cool of a debut for them, so that's not happening.
Way too
But it makes sense that way. Braun
Yeah, that's why it's not happening.
Braun loses nothing. He got jumped by 5 people.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with you. I love it, and it makes total sense.
He
It'd
got
be a
jumped
huge
by 5
impact.
people.
That'd be
For
amazing.
all those reasons.
That would be amazing.
And then Braun can be off TV. He has an instant feud when he comes back.
Yeah. Well, since you just gave us your ending for the Universal Championship, what is yours, Ace?
I think Roman finally ends this shit. Me personally, I think
Please
it's.
just get it there.
I just don't
That's
want to
all I
see.
ask.
I just
Just
don't
get
want to
it
see
there,
Brock
please.
win. I don't give a fuck what happens. I just don't want Brock to have it at the end of the night. That's where I stand.
I can't go against Brock.
You think Brock is winning?
Did I think he was going to win any match for the past 6 months? No. And he did. I can't go against Brock. I'm sorry.
You think he walking in UFC with that red strap?
Who knows? All I know is I kind of feel like he's winning this one. So
If he wins this, they gotta chill. We can't see him and Roman again for a while. Cause it's just.
you mean you don't want to see this?
I want to see it again, but this is gonna be their first match was really, really good, and then my guy came out and saved the day. Their match at Mania, I walked out on. The match in Saudi, I didn't give a fuck about. So this right here, get it in, get it over with. Let's just get it out of their way.
Dude, this is their Kenny Omega Okada. This is Vince's masterpiece, man.
I just want
This is
over and done with.
Just like Kenny finally conquered Okada, Roman will finally conquer Brock Lesnar.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Fourth match. It's Vince's masterpiece. Come on.
I don't dislike Roman. I dislike how he's presented. But I'm perfectly fine with him being champion because Roman can go in there and have great matches with Finn. He can go in there and have good matches with Seth. He can go in there and have matches with Dean. He could do a lot more with that belt than fucking Brock can right here, right now. So, however it happens, I just wanted that to happen. That's all I care about. I just don't want to see Brock with it at this point.
Does anybody think Paul Heyman will have anything to do with the outcome of this match? Because he's been the biggest part of the storyline. He's been on TV every week with Roman.
If they didn't already show their hand with that pepper spray shit last week, I would have said maybe. But they already did. They pulled that
fucked
thing
it up.
already,
Well,
so
maybe
like,
they fucked it up, and maybe it's a swerve.
yeah, maybe it's a swerve. I hope.
But I don't see what the point of doing that and then turning around and y'all could have saved it for that.
I have Heyman
Oh, you do?
Wait, what?
with the new Undisputed Era.
I
The
like
manager.
I was giving you the opportunity to say it.
However, after that happens, unfortunately, you're probably going to get a Shield reunion.
Probably.
So now you have the Undisputed
Or do you think
Era
they're?
and the Shield? You automatically shooting them to the roof.
I love it, but
It's not happening.
it's not happening.
And then more than likely, at Hell in a Cell, you got Roman and Kevin Owens in a cell to keep both teams out.
This is what I was talking about with expectation. I love it.
Mike's getting us all hyped.
You're getting me so excited. You're getting all the listeners excited, and then they're all
Booking
going to be
again.
pissed at you
Yeah.
when none of this shit happens.
He said it, not us. But no, they're great ideas though.
No, I love it. I love every
But
second
Hell
of
in a
it.
Cell's next pay-per-view. That's why I'm thinking this makes sense. You keep either the factions out the cell.
Wait, they're pulling out the cell a month early?
Wait a minute. Are you
Wait.
long-term booking?
They don't do that in WWE.
September, yeah. 'Cause I think
No,
they're
Hell in a
It's
Cell's
long-term
October.
booking.
You don't pull out the cell
I
unless it's
thought they were doing it
October.
in September. I think they're bringing Halloween Havoc finally.
Well, I thought
Actually, no.
I thought October was just the women's show.
So yeah, that's might be
But-
why. So that might be why they moved it up.
Listen, they don't long-term book in WWE.
Yeah, you're long-term booking, so right then and there, I know it's out. I love it. I love
They
it,
book a
though.
week in advance.
Go right for them.
See me Sunday.
Go right for them.
Yeah, I've been told to do that.
If
before.
you
I said, I'll
hold
have
on,
a
if
full
this
head of gray
if this
hair
happens on
go
Sunday,
with
I will
everybody.
buy you like Brock Lesnar's head. I don't know. I'll bring it. I'll bring you Brock Lesnar's head on a silver platter.
All right.
Because that's a lot of shit to happen.
That is a lot of shit to happen. And I will be there for the good, bad, and
All right, so you're gonna have. I'm not gonna be there, so you're gonna have to get Brock Lesnar's head because you know he only comes out like once every 4 months.
I got
That'll
it.
be his once appearance.
So the next time I'm gonna have to go to UFC. I'm not getting in there and doing it.
I got it.
So you got to do it.
Got you.
All right.
AJ Styles and Samoa Joe.
Wait. You know what I just remembered? The Eagles are still Super Bowl champions. What were you talking about? Go ahead.
Fucking no, let's take it back. Carmella, Becky, Charlotte. Y'all got. I got Carmella.
I still think Carmella is keeping the championship.
Yeah.
What happened to Becky, Pat?
So I think Becky is going to lose her shit on Charlotte. I don't think they're building up Becky just to do nothing if she doesn't win on Sunday. So and they've interjected Charlotte for whatever reason, and they're playing that into the storyline. So I think the story coming out of it is more so Charlotte and Becky than anything with Carmella. Like I said before, I think all title changes for the women's belts won't be until October.
I think I'm gonna have to drink that Kool-Aid because it makes sense
gotta
for
keep
Becky
drinking
and
this Kool-Aid.
Charlotte are gonna just bump heads and just while they're just bitching at each other. Carmella's gonna roll on the mountains and run.
I've had Mella all along because Mella is money. So
She's a diva.
money.
No hot shaming.
That's right. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
Alexa Bliss. Ronda's taking this shit. This is so.
I think Alexa's getting out of this with the championship somehow.
Really?
She might pull her double jointed spot where Ronda gets an armbar and she does the little, where her arm just dangles and tries to get, something. Originally I thought maybe it would have been something with Natty costing Ronda, but with current events that's not going to happen.
Ronda's not losing.
I don't think Ronda's walking out of SummerSlam with the championship.
So you think she's gonna get disqualified, or it's gonna be a fluke ending? That's the only. She's not losing.
Yeah,
she ain't losing.
I guess I know I said that for the U.S. title match, but yeah, I guess there could be. Maybe that's the other match with some kind of.
That's the only way to get out of it.
Yeah, but I agree. I don't see Ronda getting pinned,
Or
submitting by any stretch.
I think Alexa winning the back was just a stat. And she's been built up. Other than no one outside of Charlotte has been built up the way Alexa's been built up. She's like a 5-time women's champion. Great. I feel like her losing to Ronda doesn't do a disservice to the belt at all. And Ronda's been killing it. So, what do you think?
What's on your mind?
I don't know what y'all are smoking. This is SummerSlam. This is the biggest show of the summer.
It's the biggest party of the summer.
Biggest party of the summer. Ronda already escaped a match and didn't win. She's winning this one.
She's winning.
She's winning this one. Sorry. She is winning the championship here and will be able to bring in more viewers for the women's pay-per-view by being the champion. She will be the champion exiting the biggest party of the summer. Ronda Rousey.
That makes sense.
Makes all the sense in the world.
Because she will bring in viewership for Evolution.
Yeah.
And she's fresh out of.
She's announced for this.
And she has the same initials as Roman Reigns, so she's in.
That's her first title defense.
Yeah. Fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Both double R's are winning.
Yeah. AJ Styles, Samoa Joe.
I don't want to pick.
I know. My heart tells me Samoa Joe, but I
pick it with my head.
Retaining.
AJ's definitely retaining. Who takes the belt off AJ?
Joe.
I think it will be Joe, just not now.
Yeah, just not right this minute.
I told you a long time ago, Rey Mysterio.
Huh?
Oh yeah, I forgot you made that prediction.
A long time ago.
I did.
That game is just around the corner.
You got Ron Mysterio Jr. beat him?
Uh-huh. Who's a character in the new game? What characters get plugged into major storylines every year? Which one already won the Universal Championship? Goldberg by being a character. Rey Mysterio can actually still wrestle and kill it. And I don't see them putting him on Raw. He's going to SmackDown. He is going to challenge AJ Styles. He is going to win.
He's going to have to get past Cien Almas first.
Boom. Huh?
He's going to have to get past Cien Almas first.
We'll see.
That won't be hard.
Because they're fighting for the same spot.
Are they?
Yeah, they're trying to find...
Ray's already got the spot. Almas is fighting to get to the spot. Let's be real about that.
Facts.
Almas is going to take that spot.
Okay.
Oh.
Facts.
And he's going to unmask Ray if he has to.
Facts. Facts. I'm a day one Amos fan, so I'm with all that shit. We got any 3 ups, 3 downs, Case? No?
Yeah, you, and you. You're all up. I don't know. You put me on the spot like that.
You could always go to Impact.
Let's take it to Impact.
Yeah,
Pat.
Yeah, we're gonna
take
start
it to
with,
Impact.
We're gonna start with you because Mr. Ace Porter finally watched Slammiversary. Let's give him a round of applause. I want your thoughts on Slammiversary.
Sammy, they're fucking crazy. My daughter, Sammy and Pentagon, is his name right?
Pentagon Jr. Yep.
Man, my daughter ran out of the room when the Steel came out, and yeah, there's some crazy sick bastards right there.
Oh yeah.
That match was insane. Austin Aries match, phew, man, Moose, Jesus Christ, man,
I told you.
he's a beast. That was intense. What else? What was the name of
That tag team match.
who's,
LAX versus the OGs.
I didn't catch the tag team
What?
match.
That was my favorite match
I
of the
didn't catch
night.
the tag team match. I called those two, and What else did I catch? I caught like one more.
The women's matches?
Yeah. I seen like 4 matches.
Describe who was in them, right?
Describe them to me. Matt Sydal, Brian Cage, you watched that one?
Yeah. Amazing.
I know you
Amazing.
watched that.
Amazing. I didn't know everybody's names. I was rushing, had too much time trying to get ready for All In and this weekend in Brooklyn. But I was definitely surprised at what I've seen.
I'm glad you got to see Pentagon versus Sammy though, because you're getting Pentagon and Omega in Chicago.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I seen them face off like in a they had like a 6-man tag, and that was dope. But now we actually get to see that crazy guy from TNA versus the best wrestler in God's green earth. So
Watch
Yeah.
that match in PWG.
yeah, that match was crazy. Yeah, it was definitely crazy. But I'm excited. I think I'm not surprised because he was one of the last people that to be able to
You
name.
want to go watch something crazy? Go watch Pentagon versus the Black Lotus Triad from season 2 or 3 of Lucha Underground. One of them is Kairi Sane, actually.
Oh, for real?
He faces 3 girls in like gauntlet style, and they beat the shit out of him, and he beats the shit out of them too.
That's crazy.
That's why I love Lucha.
I gotta get on Lucha.
Yeah.
I gotta on Lucha.
Pentagon versus Matt Sydal from last week. Watch that.
Yeah. I know. I got the site.
Yep.
Sammy from
Yep.
this week.
Yep. That's actually my match of the week of the weekly shows. Phoenix versus Sammy Callahan, the opening match of Impact this week. Please go watch it.
Yeah,
You
Phoenix
won't be
is dope.
disappointed.
Sammy is dope too. It's crazy that he was in NXT, right?
Yeah.
Sammy?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
Solomon Crow.
Yeah.
He
And
barely
he
saw
wanted
him,
nothing to
but
do with it.
Yeah.
Another CZW guy.
You think Jericho was going to go over there?
Go where? Impact?
Yeah, I keep hearing rumors about that.
His guy is there, so I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
He doesn't really care about Vince Wilson
I
anymore.
think we'll get our answer on his cruise. I think that's where we'll get the answer.
Did y'all see Being Elite where they announced that who Kenny was facing? Did y'all see that? That shit was hilarious.
No.
So basically, it was after his match with Kota Ibushi, and he was all taped up, and they were just like, yeah, he was like, yeah, man, I've been so busy with the G1, this, that, and the third. What's going on? Who we got? What we got? Tag match? What we got? What we got for All In? And he was like, oh no, you got a singles match. He was like, a singles match? He was like, come on, man, like what? Because he was saying basically he's done all his singles matches after. Like, come on. He was like, oh, come on, man. He was like, all right, I guess you can put me against somebody, somebody small. You want, I know I need some tickets. I'll help y'all sell the tickets and all that. And they were like, well, the tickets already sold out. He was like, all right, so what we got? I got mid match, this, that, and third, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, they did one of these, like, all right, should you tell him? Did one of these. And it was like, Kenny Omega in the main event. He was like, the main event? He was like, what? He's like, fine. He was like, what the fuck? Like, why am I in the main event? No. He was like, okay, all right. Let's do it again. He was like, Kenny Omega in the semi-main event. He was like, what the fuck? He was like, yo, who's booking this? Who did this shit? He was like, I know Cody is not against this. He's against this. Cody would not book this. He was like, hey, Cody actually did book it. And then they were like, so who am I facing? Who's the guy? So then he did it again, and it was Pentagon, and he was like, the fucking crazy, like the crazy guy from TNA. That shit was hilarious, yo. Oh my god. And Kota Ibushi's just sitting there right next to him. They all like taped up, fucked up after their match and shit, which was a great fucking match. I mean, if you haven't seen it, check it out. But it was hilarious how they did that. Those guys are good. They're fucking really, really good at what they do. Any more Impact information?
Again, tickets to Bound for Glory in the borough of Queens go on sale. Not this Saturday, but the next Saturday, August 25th. Show will be October 14th. I know 30 Case and I definitely intend on being there.
Yes. And I was going to go. I told you I was going to go to SmackDown 1000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Already sold out. Couldn't even get the ticket. So I won't be there. So we're going to Bound for Glory instead.
Bound for Glory, baby.
Not instead. 2.
So I'll give them a couple of criticisms this week. One of them, what they drank a little of that WWE Kool-Aid and spoiled a title change from their tapings. And yeah, I wasn't very happy about that. I'm sure I know the reason why, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so I won't say. And this week there were some pacing issues with the show. It seemed towards the end of the show they still had 2 or 3 matches to do, so they didn't really space out their segments properly. One thing they could have taken out was their flashback. They usually do a flashback to something from the past to promote their network. So I think this week they really could have just pulled that out and moved probably the women's match up there, just so the show is paced a little better. Another thing I'll say they're doing right is they are putting a newer guy with a veteran to help, get him over in the end, essentially. Killer Cross is now with Austin Aries, as we found out when he cost Eddie Edwards the Impact Championship. Austin Aries gets credit for the most savage line of the week. So I'll admit I had to rewind it a few times because I was laughing so hard. So anyway, for those who don't know, Eddie Edwards carries the kendo stick around now like Tommy Dreamer. So this is what Austin Aries had to say. If you handled that stick half as well as you think you do, your wife wouldn't have left you and slid into the champ's DMs.
Oh, okay, Austin.
Oh, shit. But your girl left you, bastard.
Shots fired.
And Alicia's still running away from Eddie. She did do that again.
That was fucked up. He tweeted that?
No, he said that in his promo.
Oh, he said it? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah, and in Impact, they don't script the promos.
Clearly.
So they let them do their own thing.
Impact is the shit.
It is. I'm telling people.
Don,
give it
you
another
fucking
shot.
man.
Don Callis and Scott D'Amore know what the hell they're doing.
Jericho go over there, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Main event was a street fight between LAX and the OGs. So LAX finally got their championship belts back. They never lost them. The OGs have just been holding on to them since Slammiversary. Conan finally got his revenge on King. About damn time, in my opinion. The human glory hole will go away for a little while.
To me, it was kind of like a hood version of Final Deletion.
Yeah, and here's like I don't know how many of you have been to Toronto, if any, but Toronto is not that hood. So and where they were was like the park. Like I was where they were at some point, that parking lot. Yeah. So I was like in a very nice area of Toronto. So yeah.
They made sure it was safe and sound.
But I was surprised. I was expecting somebody to get thrown in the Lake Ontario, but even Eddie Kingston, perhaps. They didn't do that. So.
Any hot shaming was going on?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, KM and Falaba thought they deserved to be in the presence of Ms. Scarlett Bordeaux.
I love her.
The Dr. Phil of Impact this week. They're a tag team having some problems right now. So, for real though, she really has this character down, and I really enjoy it. just watch her segments. Her facial expressions, she just has them down.
She's money.
It's my favorite thing on television right now.
Yeah. He loves Ace loves him some Scarlett Bordeaux.
Yeah, man. Yeah, brother.
Yeah, the women hot shamed her out of the division, so now she just doesn't talk shop.
For real?
According to Scarlett, yeah.
Man, put the strap on her ASAP.
Yeah.
Shit. We have 800 members. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, you know what that means?
Trivia.
You know what else that means?
Mix.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
There is one thing I wanted to talk about that I thought was pretty interesting, because we've been hearing rumors, we've been seeing things, we've been seeing Matt Hardy tweet stuff.
Yeah.
They lost on Monday, and he tweeted to Bray Wyatt, "Thank you for everything, my compeer. I shall miss you, Bray Wyatt." Is Matt done? Did we see Matt wrestle his last match?
No.
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 I think he's done full time, but I don't think he's done.
I think he's done.
I think he's about to undergo extensive testing to see how bad he's hurt.
This is true.
They got him. I've heard that they had him taking some backstage, basically shadowing some people back there as if he has a job backstage, along with another name by the name of Jason Jordan.
And if that's really true, that makes
That's
me very
depressing.
sad.
Yeah,
It's very depressing.
Because I thought he was doing some of his best stuff when he went down with that injury.
Me too. I know you weren't feeling it, but me
I
and
started
Pat loved it.
I started to love it. When I realized what the character was, when he came out with the little ass shorts, I wasn't feeling it. Throwing the vegetables in the shower, I wasn't feeling that. But when I realized what, when I say certain shit, I can't look at Pat because Pat, y'all don't hear him, but he makes a fucking face and it throws me off every time. So, but I didn't feel that. But when I got into the character and I seen like, all right, he's the whining, annoying baby face or heel, whatever the fuck whatever he was, but he was just whining and annoying. Okay, cool, but it's sad because he's young. How old is he? Early 20s?
I think he's 30.
something.
Oh, he's 30s?
Because I think he's a couple months younger than I am, so he's either 30 or 31.
Yeah, that's sad. When he had the same neck injury as Stone Cold and Edge, so I think it's over for Jason. Unfortunately,
I hope not, because that man's got a lot of skills that he has not gotten to show off clearly enough. But hopefully it's not the end for you, Jason. I'm pulling for you. I liked what you were doing at the end there.
yeah. What other news is going on other than this Hulk Hogan shit? Because I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. No, I'm not talking about that shit. Is there anything else going on that we need to cover, that we need to talk about? I think it's kind of quiet.
We got Phoenix versus Brian Cage for the X Division Championship coming up in 2 weeks.
Nice. That'd be a
Another
good
match to look out for.
Yes, Pat, send me the link, please.
Have they faced each other in Lucha, Casey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's only 29. Damn.
Yeah, he's young. He's too young. He's just about to be in his prime. Seth Rollins, he had some words for The Rock. That was. How do y'all feel about that? I kind of agree with him.
What do you say?
Basically said he respect everything Rocky's done, but we don't need him. Like he doesn't. WWE, we don't need him right now. Do you agree or disagree?
Their ratings would say otherwise.
Yeah.
but
I'm about to say
I agree with you, but their ratings would say otherwise.
Seth needs to know his role and shut his mouth on that. It's The Rock. I'm pretty sure he'll have a big movie coming out that'll bring in the super casual fans and non-casual fans just to see what he's doing there.
No, but he said, how are we ever going to be The Rock? How are we ever going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin if we hold on to these guys forever? We just can't.
You be yourself. Don't try to be The Rock. You be Seth.
I don't think he's saying to.
I know what he's saying, but be Seth.
I can't let you pick apart my guy's words like that.
I'm never going to pick apart Seth. I've been a fan since he was the age of the fall.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I hear what you're saying. I understand what he's saying at the same time, but I do understand the ratings probably could use The Rock, but
I'll say you don't want to piss off a Vince guy.
yeah. Oh, speaking of 3 Up, 3 Down, can we say the Good Brothers are they down? I haven't seen them.
When were they up?
Yeah, but
Carl Anderson's wife just had a baby. That's why Carl Anderson hasn't been around at least.
oh well, congratulations.
His hot Asian wife had another job.
Trying to think, Oscar down,
I don't know what they're doing. They might be saving it for something.
saving it for the women's pay-per-view.
That might be the
That's
perfect
exactly
time.
what I was saying.
On the flip side, if you don't have shit for it, keep her off TV. You agree?
Oh yeah, if you got nothing for it, no reason to trot her out there and do nothing.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a heel Becky at that point. Or something like that. Have them go at it.
Yeah.
Because Asuka versus Becky Lynch, ever since they moved Asuka to SmackDown, that's the match I've wanted. And I think I made the prediction that would be the SmackDown Women's title match at WrestleMania next year. So, but we'll probably get it sooner than later.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think who else is. See, I heard Elias' concert got canceled.
got moved to SmackDown. It's just SummerSlam.
Oh, they changed. They moved it
to
to
SummerSlam.
That makes
To
sense.
give a little break. You know, that actually makes sense.
They probably weren't getting the ticket sales that they
Yeah.
thought they were going to get, so they was like, "Hey, just put them on the main show."
So,
Should he-
Everybody
I think
be
they have to realize
Anyway.
sometimes, like when people, come for these shit, like
They already got
they
their shit
they
in
have
order.
these people don't have endless wallets, and especially when things get announced at the last freaking minute.
Exactly.
Yeah, makes sense. I think Elias is up. He's definitely doing his thing.
Championship.
His album charted.
He needs the championship.
Oh, here's something. Titus O'Neil did another very nice thing.
Yeah.
As
At
always.
an autograph signing at a SummerSlam Access or something like that. I guess he was asking people if they were going to the show, and most of them obviously were saying yes. And I guess one fan specifically said she wasn't able to afford it, and he gave her $100 and said, come to the show. So
Titus is the man.
Titus O'Neil is just a class act.
He's the man. Say what you want to say about him not being able to do anything in the ring, but as a person, he's a great person. He's a great dude. Put the strap on Titus, man. Titus should win the next greatest Royal Rumble.
If he can get in the ring.
Yeah, if he can get. If he can make it in next time.
One of the good ones, Titus.
Yeah, for sure. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about? Shit, we here, man. We got Casey back. Casey been gone for like 2 weeks. Is there anything you want to say, Case? I mean, it's been like a quiet week for wrestling.
Yeah. I mean, it's quiet. I'm still tired from this trip.
Yeah,
I'm still recovering, so I know next week I'll be back with a lot to say after these shows this weekend.
yeah, for sure. Shout out to the True Hills. I'll get with y'all tomorrow. Our first annual Wrestle Cave True Hills meet up in Brooklyn. The information I will post in the group. Follow us at Wrestle Cave Podcast. Wrestle Cave on Instagram, Wrestle_Cave on Twitter. Shout out to Casey for always holding our Twitter down, getting us those followers from the right people. Of course you do, Casey.
It's true. I work.
Pat, how are you feeling overall? What are you most excited about for this weekend? Rather if it's NXT, WWE main roster, what is it?
NXT Takeover.
Mm-hmm.
Because at least I can go into it with absolutely no hype or all the hype in the world and still not be disappointed.
Right. I second that. Who's your sleeper? Because we talked about sleepers on NXT, but who's our sleeper match on the main roster on SummerSlam?
Gulak and Alexander.
That's a good one.
What'd you say?
Gulak and Alexander would be the sleeper of that show.
That is a good one.
It's like, they're so damn good, so I don't want to say AJ and Joe. But I do think the match has the potential to be the best of SummerSlam.
I'm going Bludgeon Brothers and New Day.
I'm between Ronda and Alexa and Cien Omlis and Rusev. I'm between those two. I think they're gonna be. I think Ronda's gonna give Alexa her best match, and that sounds crazy. But shit, she just gave Nia Jax. That match was crazy. Her match with Triple H and Stephanie, that match was crazy. So shit. That might be one of the craziest matches on the card. I don't know. She gets it. She understands. Who would have thought? Pointing at the sign to where she's at now. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. So.
If SummerSlam pisses everybody off and they want something else, Pentagon Jr. and Sami Callihan will be having a Mexican death match on this week's episode of Impact. So there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Jesus. I don't even know if I'm going to watch that shit. I don't know what levels they're going to take that shit to. Like, yo.
I'm ready for it, though.
Yeah, for sure. What y'all got going on over there?
Something he needs to bring up.
If this would have happened, everyone would have really been hyped for SummerSlam.
Wow.
On his own personal podcast, Chris Jericho just revealed that he pitched an idea to do a interpromotional match, champion versus champion, IWGP Intercontinental Champion versus WWE Intercontinental Champion. He wanted it to be him versus Seth Rollins.
Vince was like, no.
That would have been fire.
Huh?
That would have been fire.
Yeah.
Vince was like, nah, never.
No, damn it.
He doesn't want to.
Roman
I don't
Reigns.
own that title.
It would have been great promotion for everyone.
If it's not against Roman Reigns, I don't want it. And you got it. He has to win it too.
Nobody wins in that match. Just have a time limit draw.
Yeah. Damn.
That's a lost art.
You think Jericho is going to be like head of booking one day for one of these companies? Because he sure knows how to book shit and get shit done, do shit right.
He probably already is.
Yeah, since he don't give a fuck about Vince anymore.
Yeah.
Is Jericho coming back to WWE anytime soon?
Hall of Fame ring, yes, but no.
What else? What else is it for Jericho to do in WWE?
Universal.
That is true.
He don't got that one.
Does he want that one?
I don't know. You just
Knowing him,
asked.
yeah.
That's true.
Knowing him, yeah.
He's
Just
got
to say
everything else. He needs that one.
He could
Goldberg
Win, he
had
could
it.
win the Intercontinental Championship one last time and retire.
Actually, yeah. When the person beats the streak, his record, they should have to beat him for it.
I like that idea.
Yeah, makes sense.
So the Miz.
I was about to say, basically, it's going to be the Miz, but
Yeah.
that means he has to get back on Raw.
Makes sense.
Well, they can put you. Oh, never mind. You're talking about the championship.
Yeah.
Got it. I'll say they can put Jericho wherever.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
He's going to stay on Well, actually, no, he don't have to stay on SmackDown no more since it's moving to Fridays. Because Miz and Mrs. comes on Tuesdays, so
And he just got season 2.
yeah.
And I'm enjoying that show.
I love
I've
that
been
show.
watching that.
I gotta
love
check
that
it out.
show.
I gotta check it out. It's not enough time in a fucking day to keep up with all this shit that's going on.
Oh, I don't know.
That is him at his best.
Yeah. I still got the Miz winning. Nah, I can't. It's
I
just-
want him to win, but
Yeah.
no. I can't. Can't do it this time.
yeah.
But I won't be mad if he does. All right, let's see. What else is there?
It's nothing.
Oh.
We talked about everything.
Yeah.
It was a
We're
quiet
just,
week.
we're just scrounging for stuff now, so
It was a quiet week, wasn't
it
it?
was. It was. I
Very
told you
quiet.
next week we'll have a lot of shit to talk about.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, look.
You have first-hand experience?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know why it doesn't feel. I guess I got to touch down to really. It doesn't feel like tomorrow is.
Once you get to Brooklyn and you're
Yeah.
with all those fans, you'll get some hype.
Yeah. I guess I'm still like trying to get all these plans for All In together. So I'm not even really. I got to. All In is a couple 2 weeks away. Let me focus on tomorrow.
Block out all in.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's
you
almost.
can't even focus on that.
Yeah, yeah, for
You
sure.
won't be able to enjoy anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Casey said, no expectations at all.
Lowered expectations.
Can we finish?
Just enjoy yourself.
Can we finish with the modern day Maharaja? Shanti. Too sweet.
Good night, Wrestle Cave.
WC.
Shanti.